Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what it really entails being a corporate lawyer or a commercial lawyer in Nigeria. I had this question posed to me somewhere in my comment section, and I promised to make a video on a detailed video on what it was like or what it would be like for you if you're planning or trying to go into the corporate world as a lawyer. So being a corporate lawyer is more like birthing a company, and raising the company until the company is old enough to take care of itself, or in bad scenarios, the company dies or goes away just like a human being. So I would like to term being a corporate lawyer like being a mother, okay? If you're a corporate lawyer, just keep it in mind that you're either going to be a father or a mother, whichever gender. As a corporate lawyer in Nigeria, you're more like going to either do a personal practice that is working by yourself, per se in your law firm or anyhow, or you could be working for a law firm, or you could be an in-house lawyer. What I mean by an in-house lawyer is someone that is the lawyer of a particular company. Okay, so the next thing I'll advise is for one to get accredited with whatever body it is in your jurisdiction. In Nigeria, it's the Corporate Affairs Commission. What you need for accreditation here is your school certificate, your call to bar certificate, law school certificate, NYSC discharge or exemption certificate. So, and whatever it is that will be pertinent to the particular CAC in your jurisdiction in Nigeria, they're going to ask. Talked about the accreditation is because you are going to be creating corporate bodies. It could be a company, it could be a business enterprise, it could be incorporated trustees, or whatever your client wants you to create. So without that accreditation from the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria, you do not have the right to create corporate bodies in Nigeria. The most important thing for you as a corporate lawyer is to be well versed in laws, Nigerian laws or other laws, international laws that have been ratified in Nigeria, things that would guide everything you need to do, because you're going to be entering contracts with other bodies, both Nigerian corporate bodies and foreign corporate bodies, and individuals, natural persons too. You're going to be creating bodies, you're going to be reviewing things, regulations, writing constitutions of an incorporated trustee, or creating a memorandum or article of association of a company. So if you want to excel in all these things, apart from having a great command in English language, you are going to be well versed in law. You should be well versed in law so that you are doing the right things at the right time. So perhaps your country wants to go into a contract with a foreign person. You cannot tell your company, oh, I have never been to London. You have to research their rules. You have to, all these things are online for you to see. You could always research their rules, or what rules are guiding a particular part of niche of creating a company or things like that. So if your company is going into a contract with a foreign body, you know what to do. And perhaps a foreign person comes to Nigeria and wants you to incorporate a company. You know that incorporating a company that is Nigerian based and a company that's coming from someone, or a company already existing abroad, sometimes they are even exempted from registration, especially if they are invited by the government, or they came for a good cause, like maybe to cure COVID in Nigeria. Some of those companies are not are exempted from registering. That is, they can just come and then start business. But the thing is, there are also other things you need to be abreast of. They need to have their permits, their visas, and all that you need to know. So you need to be conversant with laws that guide foreign partners that want to do business in Nigeria. So apart from being conversant with the aspects of law that you need in the corporate practice, you have to realize that you're going to be doing a lot of contract reviewing and contract drafting. If you do not know how to draft a contract properly, or things you need to add to a contract to prevent futuristic problems, I would add a link to a video that I have done previously on how to draft a good contract. That video is very I feel it's very beneficial if you want to draft contracts, especially if you're in Nigeria. Things to look out for, the force majeure clause and every other clause I feel is beneficial to every contract. Now for basic incorporation of corporate bodies, if you haven't watched my video on how to register a business name, perhaps you don't know how to register a business name in Nigeria, I will leave a link to that in this video. Also, you could also learn that in the future. I'm going to make videos about how to incorporate a company and how to incorporate an incorporated trustee in Nigeria. So as a commercial lawyer for a company, you know that you have to be involved in the pre-incorporation stage and the post-corporation stage, and obviously in the incorporation stage. Okay, in incorporation, it's more like creating the body, you know, the necessary documents. Who are the directors if it's a company? Who are the proprietors if it's a business name? Who are the trustees if it's an incorporated trustee? Gathering everything CAC would ask you to bring in order for you to create a corporate body in Nigeria. Then post corporate, it doesn't just end in creating a company, like I said, forming a baby and just giving birth to it. No, you have to nurture the child, okay, so that it can stand and be healthy and grow. So post incorporation matters cover things more like filing annual returns to CAC, telling CAC all you've done in the year, since the year that it's been created so far, reminding people to file annual returns or doing it yourself for them after you've created. I advise one should create like a reminder of companies that they have incorporated. Let's say if you incorporated a company or a business name and it was registered on a particular day, you could always set a reminder on your phone to remind you, let's say a year and 6 months later, 18 months later, you know, that they should file annual returns or do the annual general meeting. You need to work hand in hand with the secretary of whatever body you are incorporating so that you can harness the opportunities of being a good lawyer to a company. You have to be abreast of incentives. Companies that partake in certain kinds of economic transactions, per se in farming, per se in production of something, some of them are exempted from paying tax for some certain years after incorporation. So you need to be abreast of these things so that your company will benefit from it. It's more like your company has been paying tax all this while when they're not supposed to pay tax. I mean, who doesn't like to save on expenses? So you have to be abreast of the law. Next, you need to be very good with research and investigation. Per se, your company wants to go into a contract with someone, or a company wants to buy something, you need to know the procedures that are stipulated for searches. If it's a land, you know, you need to go to Aegis in Abuja. If it's a company search, you want to know if really directors are who they say they are. These are things you need to be abreast of. You need to know how to conduct research, that you don't find yourself entering contracts that you're not supposed to be in the first place. The next is to acquaint yourself with corporate restructuring. It could be internal, external. I mean, things like mergers. Everybody knows, most people know that Diamond Bank came together with Access Bank. They merged together and now they are one bank. So these are things that could happen in the course of having a company. Sometimes things change, finances are down, and sometimes you might need to do either a takeover, a buyout, whatever it is that would be to the best interest of your company, depending on the niche of the company, depending on the financial stand of the company. You need to think fast and then suggest to the company things restructuring ways, corporate restructuring ways, you know, will be beneficial to save your company from just winding up completely or going or dissolving itself completely. Now, some people run to corporate law because they are running from litigation. My dear, sometimes litigation comes up. Sometimes you need to fight for your child, okay? Sometimes something wrong is done to your child sometimes, and you don't always have to do the care inside the house. Sometimes you have to do the care outside the house. You have to go and fight for the right of your child. So that is what is like fighting for a company. Sometimes your company gets sued and you shouldn't be saying, I do not have experience with litigation, or let's get another lawyer, especially when you're an in-house lawyer. So while you are very conversant with corporate law, it wouldn't kill you to also have experience with litigation. Follow your friends to courts, learn how to file processes. I will do a video on filing processes soon on this channel. So apart from knowing things about CAC, SEC, you should also be conversant with litigation process for your company. You know that there are certain instances where you have to file at high court, and certain instances when you have to file at the Federal High Court. Of course, we all know, if you've gone to law school, you know that the Federal High Court has exclusive jurisdiction when it comes to matters relating with the Companies and Allied Matters Act. And then it's the ISA, the tribunal when it has to do with the capital market. So you know where to institute your proceedings, the mode of proceedings to use, who it is you're actually serving. Sometimes when you serve something on a company, you need to either serve it on the alter ego or place it at a conspicuous part of the company's environment. Sometimes you might go to deliver something and give it to the gate man, and the law stipulates that it is invalid, doesn't exist, wrong. So you need to be abreast of these things, to not just stay in the corporate environment and be saying I'm not interested in litigation. You need to know these things. They will come in handy if you want to be a good corporate lawyer. You have to be abreast of technology. Some countries are already doing e-signing on their contracts. Some companies are already doing certain other things on their aspects of law, but Nigeria, sadly, we're still getting there. The new Companies and Allied Matters Act of 2020 has really embraced the use of technology by companies. It allows for e-signing, so you have to be abreast of things like that. But sometimes your client may be in another country and another client is in another country. You don't need to spend money flying to this country to get the signature or that other signature. You could just do it online. And then you need to fill forms for CAC too. And most of the time, these forms are already on the CAC website. You just have to download them and then fill them. They are PDF documents. So you need to be very conversant with your Adobe Reader. Get the latest version. It helps you do so many things. You can sign with the Adobe Reader. You can fill in text on those forms and easily print them out. And I suggest people work hand in hand with software engineers. It wouldn't kill to give them money to help you do some of these things or teach you some of these things, and actually to even help in your investigation. Some people create fake banks and keep online. Some people create fake websites, or I wouldn't say fake website, real websites, but with fake intentions. These engineers, software experts, they have the ability to look at things and then tell you if you're about to enter a trap or not. So I suggest for these things, we are not that well advanced with technology. Although this is a country that uses technology a lot, I wouldn't say we have gotten to the extent where some other countries have gotten to. So you work hand in hand, or you could even learn it apart from the degree that you have. You could get a degree in software engineering. There are schools like Aptech in Nigeria that will help your course. The last thing I would say, but I'm not saying I have exhausted all the things you need to know as a corporate lawyer in Nigeria, but you need to learn the ropes of winding up. Sometimes a company, despite restructuring methods you've preferred, some things are not working, you have to wind up. I would say in this instance, a child died, so a company winds up and dissolves. So you have to be abreast of that and know what it entails. It's very stressful, particularly if it's a public company and not a private company. So this is all I have to say about corporate law so far from my experiences. I hope this video was helpful. You could always ask me questions in the comment section. I'm ready to answer, and just let me know things you'd like me to create videos on. I'll be very happy to do that for you. Till I see you in my next video, take care, and I'm happy for you getting to this point with me. Thank you so much for watching my videos so far. If you've been keeping up with me, God bless. See you later in my next videos. Bye.